yo, listen, man, this could get nasty. And I spoke to Daniel. I know Daniel was up here with him. Daniel cool with me too. And so he kind of mediated it, and he was like, yo, this is not a good look for Harlem, yada, 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 yada. And I was like, cool. I said, listen, it was a Thursday. He said, look, I said, listen, I got something coming out tomorrow. It's already done. If you tell him, listen, this is coming out tomorrow, but I won't say nothing else about him on the internet. Cool. He says, cool. He said, cool. He's still talking about me on the internet yesterday.
Right now.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Cam Capone's on part 15, 17.
Me, to be honest with you, I was tapped out when they issued a $300 million lawsuit. And then he tells Daniel to tell me, yo, tell Cam to give me $1 million and we may let it all go away. And I'm like, you trying to quiet extort me? Like,
he tried to silence Cameron with $1 million offer. And that's not a typo. Dame Dash allegedly told Cam, give me $1 million and we'll make this go away. Now let's be clear. This isn't just some gossip. This is one of the wildest twists in hip-hop business history. Cam says that Dame Dash hit him with a $300 million lawsuit, then turned around trying to negotiate a side deal like it was street business. And what's even crazier, Cam said, nah, let's go to court. And that's when you know it got real. According to Cameron, this whole thing started over the movie Honor Up. He said Dame kept doing interviews, bringing his name up, twisting stories, and making it sound like Cam didn't support the project. But Cam finally spoke out, and when he did, everything exploded. He said Dame took it personal, started lying, and pushed things way past business. Cam said, bro, we know too much about each other to be doing this. Now I'm about to play this clip for y'all. But before I do, I just need y'all to like, leave your thoughts on this down below in the comment section, and subscribe. Let's get into it.
And then he talked about, the last thing was he said I didn't promote nothing we were supposed to go partners on with Honor Up, the movie, and we did an album with A-Track, and he said I didn't promote it. And I finally gave feedback on why I didn't promote it. I'm like, I didn't want to be in it. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect, but this how it happened. From there, avalanche. He just went crazy. Started going crazy. Cam this, Cam that, Cam this. So even point where it's like, bro, now you stretching the truth. You lying about a few things. But that's where it all started from. For me, dissing Honor Up. But to me, if you want to diss my art or my movies or my music or whatever, cool. You start getting personal and start taking mad personal shit. And I'm like, we know too much about each other to be doing personal shit because this shit could get nasty. Because I know a lot about you, you know a lot about me, and I'm mad funny. Like, I don't want to ragdoll nigga, my man, on the internet, especially like, let's say I'm not talking about him, but who the fuck is you around to come out with a patch and teeth? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I would never let you do that because you my man. I texted him, I'm like, yo, bro, whoever you around, you're not around no real niggas because they would not let you come on the camera like that. And that's kind of how it started when I dishonored her. When shit just got personal, and it was to the point where I'm like, yo, listen, man, this could get nasty. And I spoke to Daniel. I know Daniel was up here with him. Daniel cool with me too. And so he kind of mediated it, and he was like, yo, this shit is not a good look for Harlem, yada, 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 yada. And I was like, cool. I said, listen, it was a Thursday. He said, look, I said, listen, I got something coming out tomorrow. It's already done. If you tell him, listen, this is coming out tomorrow, but I won't say nothing else about him on the internet. Cool. He says, cool. He said, cool. He's still talking about me on the internet yesterday.
Right now.
You know what I'm saying?
Cam Capone's on part 15, 17. Right now.
Exactly. And it was like, bro, I thought we wasn't going to talk about each other. Cool, that ain't no problem. But to me, to be honest with you, I was tapped out when the nigga issued a $300 million lawsuit. And then he tells Daniel to tell me, yo, tell Cam to give me $1 million and we may let it all go away. And I'm like, you trying to quiet extort me? Like, what are you talking about? Send you $1 million off the $300 million. I said, let's go to court.
It's not a real lawsuit. It was ChatGPT.
I know that.
It's signed from the Dash Group. We got one of those too.
Yeah, no, but
it wasn't a lawsuit. The
fact that a nigga even that's supposed to be my man even do some shit like that, like, yo, for $1 million they'll go away. Nigga, I'm not sending you $1 million.
Well, I'm glad he didn't take your show off Revolt because he could. Like,
he was your boss.
Yeah, he was your boss. He didn't take your show off Revolt.
That's the point. Like the shit that nigga be talking about to me is like. To me, it's semi-disappointing because I looked up to him, you know what I'm saying? And I'm just to a point where I don't wish him wealth, health, and success, but I can't no more because, like you said, in the Cam Capone and all that shit, you at a point where you said as long as your name stay in the algorithm, even if it takes beefing with your man to be in the algorithm, that's where you at in life. And I'm like, I see why niggas be curving. You got to think about this, not just artists. If you sit there and think about the artists that he helped and put on, it's phenomenal. You sit there and think about Kevin Hart or Jay-Z or Kanye or myself or whoever, and nobody fuck with you. Is it the artist or is it you? You know what I'm saying? Not only that, your day one niggas don't fuck with you. Daniel, I'm not saying Daniel ain't his man, but like Rel Mac, all the niggas bigs, it's like niggas from your hood don't fuck with you.
That whole situation right there just shows how quick loyalty can turn into liability in this game. When Cameron said Dame Dash tried to hit him with a $300 million lawsuit and then allegedly asked for $1 million to make it go away, that's not just business going bad. That's brotherhood being tested on a level most people can't even imagine. These are two Harlem legends who built legacies side by side. And now it's like every old interview, every comment, every misstep just turned into fuel for the internet to eat off of. But here's my thing. At some point, this has to stop being about who said what. We got to look at what this does to the culture. Because when you see two people who came up together turn into enemies for clicks in the algorithm, it makes you wonder if loyalty even means the same thing anymore. Cam wasn't talking from a bitter place. He sounded like somebody who finally accepted that some relationships don't come back from certain things. You could hear that disappointment when he said he used to look up to Dame. That wasn't shade. That was pain disguised as perspective. And honestly, it's wild how people on the outside are so entertained by the drama that they forget the business behind it all. We're talking about men who helped shape the billion-dollar industry. From roc-a-fella to Dipset, these were the blueprints. So when something like this happens, a $300 million lawsuit, public accusations, and an alleged extortion, it's not just messy, it's historic. It's another reminder that even at the top, ego can cost you more than money ever will. Now, I'm not saying Dame's wrong for wanting what he feels he's owed. And I'm not saying that Cam's wrong for standing on principle. But it's crazy to think how easily success can turn friends into rivals. In my opinion, both of them represent different eras of the hustle. Dame's always been about control, ownership, and power moves. Cam's always been about staying solid, staying true to his people, and never letting the industry change him. When those two mentalities clash, there's only two outcomes, either respect or war. And unfortunately, this one feels more like war than resolution. But if there's any silver lining, it's that both of these men are still relevant decades later. That says something. The internet can't fake that type of legacy. Even through the chaos, you gotta respect how much they've contributed to hip-hop. So hopefully one day they can look back at this moment, laugh at it, and then realize they were too powerful together to let ego break them apart. These are two talented black businessmen who rose from poverty to millions, and they can't let something like this slow them down. So let me ask y'all this. Do you think that Cameron and Dame Dash could ever patch things up, or has too much been said publicly to walk that back? And if you were in Cam's position, would you forgive or would you fight it out in court? Let me know your thoughts on this down below in the comment section, and make sure you like and subscribe. Peace.